Hi, I'm Anissa Davila.
And I'm Nathan Karoma.
Welcome to United ITV News, a program that will show you what's happening at United ISD.
You'll see events and activities that take place in our district.
Students with good grades and perfect attendance will have the chance to earn some great prizes and delicious treats. We'll explain.
And one elementary school does their part to save some of the world's most endangered animals.
Those stories and more are coming up
on this exciting edition of our United ITV Student News.
United ISD recently held a press conference to kick off the Right Way to Success program.
The program aims to motivate students to strive to do their best in school.
UISD students have two opportunities to win with the Ride the Wave to Success program. When students receive the report cards and have straight A's, they can get a free shaved ice from Bahama Bucks.
We teamed up, of course, with Walmart and Bahama Bucks, and what we teamed up with them to do is to offer all the students of UISD free the snow cones, the shaved ice that they have here, for them to get one free with the good grades that they make from school, so that we encourage them to do good in school. We encourage them to keep up with their good grades. We also want them to be rewarded with something for them, doing what they're doing at school.
Students with perfect attendance will be automatically entered in a drawing to win a $100 gift card courtesy of the San Bernardo Walmart store. Victor Cruz, a fourth grader from Malakoff Elementary, was the first student on hand to receive a free Bahama Bucks shaved ice. The Ride the Wave to Success program is a community partnership between United ISD, Bahama Bucks, Constable Harold de Valle's office, Guerra Communications, and Walmart stores.
The United High School robotics class is always preparing for their next big competition. United has the distinction of being state champions 3 times. We recently stopped by with our cameras to check in on the hard-working students as they prepared for their robot for the best competition. The students are judged on display, software, and presentation. The robot consists of an arm, shooter, and several grippers. The students come up with different prototypes and keep improving the design before they create their perfect robot.
So there's 3 components to the game. It goes from rescuing a mannequin, which is like just to represent a person, and scoring down these cups, as well as putting those cans in that container.
Robotics teacher Laura Rodriguez says that she wants her students to develop problem-solving skills, teamwork, critical thinking, and of course, to have fun while learning. It takes a lot of hard work to get ready for competition. In fact, most of the preparation is done after school.
The majority of the students in the robotics team that work on this particular competition are interested in becoming engineers or being associated with something related to STEM. So we have very good participation. It's not rare to see them stay till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, come on Saturdays, and if I would provide Sundays, they'd be here as well.
Rodriguez says her students always give 110%. She believes that kind of dedication is the reason why they have been the state champions 3 times. United has since advanced for the 4th time to the Texas Best competition, and they will be competing in the large school division. The United coaches include Laura Rodriguez, Arturo Rodriguez, Carlos Ruiz, and Brian Pilton. We wish the United Robotics team the best of luck.
United ISD's annual Parent Summit was held at United High School this year. The day got off to an early start with breakfast provided by Chick-fil-A in the United Longhorn cafeteria. Parents and students were able to enjoy a hearty breakfast before going into the halls of the school, where they were able to visit booths representing schools from throughout United Independent School District. Parents also had the opportunity to attend learning sessions while their children were well taken care of and had fun in the kiddie camp.
We have presentations for all level parents. Aside from the speakers that we have that are our keynote speakers from the organization called Cool Speak, we also have a lot of our coordinators from curriculum and instruction department. We're talking English, math, science, social studies, all areas doing presentations for parents in English and in Spanish.
Two keynote speakers were in attendance and talked about how important it is for parents to stay active in their child's academic lives. Vice President of Cool Speaks, Ernesto Mejia, had this to say about his speech at this year's Parent Learning Summit.
For this particular workshop, it works for any grade level and adults as well. So actually the habits are going to be focusing on them at first and then their children second. So that message is universal as well as the keynote. It really is just to allow our parents to understand and appreciate their value and what they bring to the table and how they can help their children regardless of their background, their language barriers, their educational levels. It's just, what it takes to succeed is free. Effort, time, love. You can't charge for those.
United ISD's Parent Learning Summit helps parents gain a better understanding of how to improve their child's education through learning sessions. This encourages parents to become more involved in their child's school community.
Findlay Elementary sponsored its 4th annual Global March for Elephants and Rhinos. Students in the Ecology Club worked throughout the year doing research and preparing their projects. They also helped organizations in the rescue of animals.
So I'm making sure that the students understand that because they are going to grow up to become the adults and leaders of this planet. And I want to teach them that it's important to educate themselves, educate their friends and their children and their parents to save our wildlife.
Students and volunteers gathered at the school to take part in the annual Global Elephant and Rhino March. Students displayed posters they had created for the event. Some of the posters depicted elephants and rhinos in their natural environment. Principal Joe Garza opened the event with the presentation.
We are here for the 3rd day in a row, showing our support for the cause. And just what is this cause? Today we march against extinction and demand governments to take action to stop the poaching of elephants and rhinos and end the trade in ivory and rhino horn.
Sames Motor Company was also at the school to support Findlay Elementary's Global Elephant and Rhino March. Sames made a $500 donation to the Ecology Club to support them in their effort. After the presentation, everyone gathered on the street to begin the march. Students and participants marched around the school to demonstrate their support in helping to save endangered animals. Many colorful posters were on display for everyone to see. After the march, the cafeteria was open to let everyone enjoy the students' projects. Many had the opportunity to purchase souvenirs and others enjoyed an educational video of elephants. The purpose of the event is to raise awareness for all wildlife.
Clark Middle School celebrated Cancer Awareness Month with the planting of special tree they call the Tree of Hope. Clark Middle School students Gabriela Ramirez, Samantha Cardenas, and Ariana Sanchez, all members of Girl Scout Troop 9167, are donating a tree to their school. The tree serves as a special reminder that no matter the challenge or circumstances, one should never give up.
We did this tree because we've been affected by cancer. Our family has. We haven't been firsthand, thankfully, but we have had family members, friends that have been affected by it. So this was to help these patients know, give them hope and tell them, you know what, we're here to fight the fight with you. You're not alone.
The Girl Scouts will also receive awards for their effort and community support.
This year we will be earning the Silver Award with this tree, which is one of the highest awards for us Girl Scouts as cadets. So this tree was helping us out with this project, and the project that we chose was this tree.
The Girl Scouts received recognition from UISD Superintendent Roberto J. Santos for their special donation. Associate Superintendent Gloria Rendon also thanked the girls for the community support. The Girl Scouts unveiled a rock and a plaque to commemorate the event. They then continued with the ceremony tree planting. Cancer survivors and family members stepped up to the tree and attached pink ribbons to represent their support for the good cause. Principal Melissa Ramirez said she is very proud of the Girl Scouts and what they can teach other students.
I'm very proud that these girls are teaching students that it's better to give than to receive and to get involved in the community.
Students at Trotman Elementary School had a special visit from Weld County Attorney Marco Montemayor for Red Ribbon Week. Red Ribbon Week celebrates being drug-free and making the right choices to better one's life. Here's some of what Mr. Montemayor had to say to the students.
This week is very important, not only to honor and remember our fallen heroes who gave their lives on the war on drugs, but also to remind our kids and our administrators to say no to drugs and to remind them that they need to make the positive choices in their lives that will help them succeed when they become adults. And so I believe that it starts when they're young, as far as educating them and letting them know the consequences of drugs, and so that way they can make the right choices in life.
The library at Alexander High School 9th grade campus was turned into a courtroom. Students were asked to write and argue their case as part of a mock trial project. Lawyers, including prosecutors and defense attorneys, were portrayed by students as each side made their arguments. City of Laredo attorney Rudy Morales was on hand to lend his legal expertise.
The purpose of the event is bringing together 2 different classrooms to go over a mock trial, a fictional play based on true events, and bring it to life. We're defending both sides. Well, we have the prosecuting team, we have the defense, and we're trying to bring in these skills to see who's guilty and who's not guilty. The kids worked hard. They've all come together to create closing statements, opening statements, all types of things that they need to be successful in this mock trial. They've worked hard. They've used so many resources. At this time, I'd like to thank the lawyers that have come, to help them and be a part of this. Our judge, Rudy Morales, Art Miss Lidio, the other English 1 teacher, she's amazing. She's helped her kids out, and the kids, win or lose, whoever it is going to be amazing. So we're here to have a good time.
United High School senior Roberto Ponce joined the world's brightest high school students at the International Summer School for Young Physicists in Ontario, Canada this past summer. Ponce was one of only 4 students from the United States who was selected to participate in this prestigious program. The students were able to conduct hands-on physics research under the direction of world-renowned scientists. The students focused on such physics theories as quantum mechanics, black holes, and general relativity.
So what I worked on was something called the standard model of theoretical physics. So basically, all that is this really fancy mathematical formula that just works to try to describe how subatomic particles behave. That's all it really is. Yeah. But it was really nice because we got to meet with professors, we got to ask them questions, and we really had the opportunity to look forward just from college but to graduate level work.
Ponce said one of the highlights of the program was a visit to an underground physics laboratory, which is located 2 miles below the surface of the Earth.
Coming up on United ISD Student News, school nurses complete the Ropes Challenge course.
And we'll tell you why Peter Piper Pizza was handing out dictionaries at one of our schools.
Don't change that channel.
You're watching United ITV Student News.
United ISD invites the community to its annual 5K Run Walk. The event takes place at North Central Park on International Boulevard on Saturday, January 20th. On-site registration starts at 7:30 a.m. and the race begins at 8:30. Pre-registration is $20. On-site registration is $25 and the UISD student fee is $10. This includes a t-shirt, certificate, and medal for division run winners. For more information, call 473-6201. Once you post your image online, you can't take it back. Anyone can see it. Remember, think before you post.
United ISD and local law enforcement are committed to keeping our community safe from distracted driving.
It's not worth it. Don't text and drive. It can wait. Educators should always maintain a professional relationship with their students.
Unfortunately, statistics show improper teacher-student relations in Texas are at an all-time high.
It's considered a second-degree felony, and if convicted, could be punishable by imprisonment of 2 to 20 years, fined up to $10,000, and registration as a sex offender.
You will be terminated from employment, and it will result in loss of your teacher certification. Consider the consequences.
United High School senior Montserrat Garza was recently named as a commended student in the 2018 National Merit Scholarship Program.
Garza was one of the 1.6 million students who took the preliminary SAT National Merit Scholar Qualifying Test, known as the PSAT.
As a result, Garza earned the distinction of being one of the top 50,000 scoring students. She recently received a formal letter designating her as a commended student. Garza's extracurricular activities included robotics, one-act play, UIL spelling, and UIL math. Garza talked about her preparation for the test, and she wants her fellow students to know that success can be achieved by anyone willing to work hard.
I want to push my peers, my classmates, to try to work harder, because anyone can do it. It's not you're smart. It's more of how much time you put into practicing for that test. So anyone can do it. That's what I want to say. That I didn't buy any books. I didn't have tutors. I just used the free resources online, and I got to have a really high score because I put hard work into it. I put effort. So I just want to say that anything's possible.
Garza is currently in the process of applying for admission to MIT. She plans to study aerospace or biomedical engineering.
Students and staff at Ruiz Elementary recently kicked off their PBIS parade. PBIS stands for Positive Behavior Intervention and Support. Ruiz Elementary administrators invited community members to take part in the parade. The Laredo Community College cheerleaders were on hand, as well as the TAMU Dust Devil and the PBIS crew, which included one teacher per grade level. As the parade moved throughout the school, the students chanted, "PBIS, we strive for success." School counselor Linda Mireles explains why Ruiz Elementary held a PBIS parade.
Our school at Ruiz Elementary always shows STAR behavior. Our STAR motto is be safe, be timely, be accountable, and be respectful. So we gathered up our students in the foyer to form a line parade, and us as the PBIS crew members, our students as well, and our cheerleaders and our mascots from the different colleges in Laredo, we went around the school and we basically chanted PBIS, we strive for success.
The students also got to see a short video showing examples of positive behavior on campus, and 2 lucky classes were selected to receive a pizza party. Ruiz Elementary administrators say all their students are STAR leaders, and they always display positive behavior.
In October, Alexander High School hosted the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Youth of the Month event. This was a special event because it commemorated the 30th anniversary of the Youth of the Month program. The theme for this event was from the book Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. The honored students were presented by their school officials and received a medal and certificate for their hard work. The students from United Independent School District included Elizabeth Nicole Miller from John B. Alexander High School, Jaime Gonzalez from United South High School, Oscar Armando Lopez III from United High School, Jose Luis Perez Jr. from Lyndon B. Johnson High School. Congratulations to all Youth of the Month recipients.
United ISD recently held a United Council of Parents meeting at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. The United ISD Federal and State Compensatory Programs Department invited several speakers to share important information with UISD parents. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children representative Victoria Walker was there to provide information on online predators. Using the NetSmart program, which is a research-based program, they collect information and use it to create preventative and information tools used by parents and students. Roberto Gonzalez from TAMU also presented See Texas Juntos for Better Health Programs. This is a program that helps UISD parents. This federal program has partnered with local health providers to offer free basic health screenings at different schools. Participants are screened for diabetes, depression, obesity, and hypertension. Attorney Nelly Vielma was also present to inform parents on various immigration issues. The UCOP meetings are open to the community and provide parents with important information.
The United ISD nurses challenge themselves on the UISD Ropes Obstacle Course. The school nurses participate every year in the Ropes Challenge program. They start with ground level elements and move on to medium and high elements. One of the challenges the nurses went through is the TP shuffle. They have to stand on a telephone pole and balance themselves while doing other tasks. The spiderweb challenge is another obstacle the nurses participated in. This requires having to balance a ball in the center of a ring while doing different tasks. These types of challenges helped the nurses develop trust and better communication with each other.
They're able to communicate with each other, talk to each other, work with each other, and that in itself brings them to work with, of course, our students, our staff, and faculties throughout our district.
The Ropes Challenge course is used by students and staff throughout UISD as a means of bonding and building confidence.
UISD administrators and dyslexia teachers from throughout the district gathered at the City Council chambers to take part in the Dyslexia Awareness Proclamation. Mayor Pete Sines was in attendance to present the proclamation. Dyslexia is a reading disability that affects some students in our district. The purpose of this event is to bring awareness to this cognitive disorder.
We really want them to benefit from the fact that when we have awareness within the community, then teachers as well as other peers will understand a little bit more of what it is to have dyslexia. It's a condition that affects students with reading or individuals with reading. And so when we're more aware, we're more apt to empathize with people and to understand and be able to help individuals more.
Students at George Washington Middle School assembled in the library to honor United ISD's Board of Trustees President Juan Roberto Ramirez for his generosity to the Mines Road education community. Mr. Ramirez began his career as a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent and a retired United States Army veteran. After his many generous contributions to the school district, he was named board president for the 2017-2018 school year. Ramirez has contributed many resources to Washington Middle School's students, faculty, and staff.
Today we're honoring Mr. Juan Roberto Ramirez, our board member for George Washington Middle School for the Mines Road area, because he's always been very generous in helping out our students. He's been donating 25 to 30 backpacks every year for the past 14 years, in addition to other funding that he gives us when we ask for discretionary funds to help out the campus in other ways. So we just wanted to honor him today to say thank you, and we wanted to have some of the kids here to say thank you as well, because he's done such a wonderful job supporting George Washington Middle School.
During this assembly, Ramirez donated backpacks and handed out Taco Palenque discount cards to some very excited students. After those great surprises, a cake was presented to Mr. Ramirez. Washington Middle School would like to give a big thank you to Juan Roberto Ramirez for all he has done for the students and the school.
Peter Piper Pizza and Rocky the Purple Dinosaur made an appearance at Newman Elementary School. They were there for a very special event to benefit Newman students. Peter Piper donated dictionaries to Newman's Elementary's third grade classes in order to help them succeed on their STAR exam. Students are able to use dictionaries during the STAR test to define certain words and have a better understanding of the questions being asked.
It helps them every day because of a lot of our students might need that vocabulary that they're looking for or words that they're not familiar with. So it helps with language arts, it helps with reading.
After the students were presented with the dictionaries, Newman Elementary gifted Peter Piper Pizza with a plaque of appreciation for their generosity. The students were then treated to a delicious pizza party luncheon courtesy of Peter Piper.
McDonald's on Jackman Road had some unusual part-time employees in their restaurant selling cookies and other food items, but it was all for a good cause. Trotman Elementary School principal and staff worked behind the counter at McDonald's for a night. It was all part of a fundraising effort for their school. Students were invited to bring their families and their appetite for the MIC Teacher Night event. A portion of the sales were donated to the school. Trotman Elementary Principal Saida Gonzalez was seen selling cookies in the front of the restaurant, and she had this to say about the turnout that evening.
We're very appreciative of our learning community. As always, Trotman Elementary, our parents and students have come through, and they're all here to support us and, of course, raise monies to help us bring back more things and things for our campus and for our students.
20% of the profit from the Trotman MIC Teacher Night event was given to the school.
United South High School students and staff gathered in the school's cafeteria for a special treat. Bluebell Creameries sponsored an ice cream party in honor of Andrea Garza, the Texas Association of School Administrators Teacher of the Year finalist. Bluebell presented Garza with 4 gallons of her favorite ice cream to enjoy. Garza students also took part in the celebration and got to enjoy some Bluebell sweet treats.
We're here today with Bluebell. We are obviously celebrating my Teacher of the Year as the regional representative and as a state finalist particularly, but ultimately Bluebell's here also to celebrate our students, which is extra special. Oftentimes we sit here and we kind of get hung up in titles, but it is all about our kids, and we're here celebrating them and treating them to some ice cream, and we're thankful to Bluebell for getting involved and coming to campus.
Students and staff were entertained by the United South High School dance team while enjoying their Bluebell ice cream.
United ISD held its cheer festival at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Complex. Elementary, middle, and high schools participated in this event. Let's take a look at these talented performers. We'll be right back after these important messages.
You're watching United ITV Student News.
If you've ever dreamed of owning a new car, now's your chance. The Sains Kia in the Classroom program is open to all United ISD high school students. You could catch a new Kia by just having perfect attendance during any 9-week period. Your name will then be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new 2018 Kia Niro. Don't let this be the year that the big one got away.
You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And be sure to watch all the latest UISD videos on our YouTube channel.
You've been watching United ITV Student News.
We hope you enjoyed our show.
I'm Nathan Karoma.
And I'm Anissa Davila.
Thank you for watching.